Okay. Take it away,
Yes.
Corey.
Well, welcome once again to Prayers for Humanity. Thank you so much for attending this sacred gathering that Dawn and I offer with so much love. Welcome all the new and returning sisters. I am so happy to see that you're introducing already yourselves in the chat, and we have people from all over the world today. This is a big one. Today we are in sacred circle to commune with the spirit of a divine woman called Grandmother Spider, and also 1,000 goddesses, a divine figure, Grandmother Spider, who are brothers belonging to numerous Native American nations, the Mayan and other ancient cultures have a profound relationship with. Grandmother Spider Spirit will join us today to support our collective spiritual work and channeling of light energy to the world with blessings for all. I'd like to take this opportunity now to introduce Dawn and myself to those who are new to our community. I am Korianka, your host today, and I'd like to introduce my priestess, soul sister, co-host, and co-creator of Prayers for Humanity, Dawn Del Vecchio. Dawn is the founder of the Return of the Priestess speaker series and community, and she is an Amazon bestseller author. She has a deep connection with the divine feminine and the goddess, neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, and her healing work is just so beautiful to witness. Dawn supports women in healing, clearing, and actualizing their sacred leadership potential. Dawn, it's such a joy to co-create this sacred gathering with you.
And with you, dear Corey.
Likewise. And now I'd like to also introduce myself. My name is Corianca Cornejo. I am an Incan high priestess, medicine woman, and sacred guide for raising medicine women who want to step into their sacred destiny and live authentically in their divine essence. Together with Pachamama, ancient nature spirit guides, and ancestors, I bring forth my Incan ancestral legacy to initiate and guide emerging medicine women worldwide through high ceremony, based upon traditional Incan and Amazonian medicine in both in-person in Cusco, Peru, and online ceremonial programs. Dawn, would you please offer cleansing and protection for the circle and offer that for all of us so that we are ready to enter into this sacred space?
Yes.
And would you please, after that, share with everyone about the 1,000 Goddesses International event we're all part of today? This is very exciting.
Okay. Thank you, Corey. Okay, everyone, let us gather and join our hearts, our minds, and our breath as we cleanse and protect this space. So if it's safe to do so, and if it feels aligned, you can close your eyes. And I ask whether your eyes are open or closed to begin to turn your awareness inward. So we're going to turn our awareness inward into the breath first. So just taking a nice deep breath in. As you breathe in, receiving the life force energy. And as you breathe out, releasing what does not serve your capacity to be here in prayerful present moment awareness. And again, breathing in to receive the light and love of our divine creator, of which we are a part. And exhaling, again, releasing, surrendering, allowing yourself to come home into the heart, into the breath. Good. And again, breathing in, unifying our breath, our hearts, our intention, and exhaling. And now breathing as at a pace that works for you, attuning to your heart space. Just feel into your own guidance as I offer a prayer of protection and support. I call upon the love in the hearts of each person present here now and those who will join us in another now moment on the recording to overlight this transmission, knowing that our loving light hearts are indeed connected with our divine creator, which is love. And from that place of great love, we offer and invoke and command and know that we surround this container in the light and the love of divinity. We surround and protect each person present here and all of us together in that luminous love light of the divine, awakened within our hearts, within our ancient memory, within our soul imprints. We call forth that great power to contain and expand this light for all of life. And in this space of loving protection, we call upon our personal guides, angels, master teachers in the non-physical, to come close to us now to support this transmission, this prayerful gathering, this luminous share for all of life. And now we invite Grandmother Spider to weave her blessed web among us and throughout the planet as we connect this gathering with the gatherings taking place at this now moment all over the earth. We offer thanks and gratitude for the opportunity to come into the heart space and to awaken the remembrance of love's presence within us, around us, and extending beyond the beyond, connecting into this great web, knowing that we are in service to the earth and to all our sisters and brothers of earth and all the creatures and animals, all of the trees, the waterways, the air, the earth, the fire, the water, all of it. We are offering that blessing and that protection now. And so it is. And taking a breath, place our hands on our hearts for a moment. Breathing in and out from the heart, tuning into the energy, the frequency, the feeling of love in your heart. And this is going to be important. I'm going to share with you why in a moment. So I want you to bring to your mind for a moment something that evokes great love for you, perhaps your child or a pet or a partner or anyone, anything, anyone, it doesn't matter, a place on the planet, and just allow that to really stir awake the love in your heart. And when you exhale, inhale the love and exhale and offer that love now to all of life. That's right. And one more, breathing in the great love that's powerful and possible, and breathe it out to offer it. Thank you. And I invite you to stay connected with this love frequency throughout our transmission and our prayers today. When you're ready, you can open your eyes, and I'm going to share with you a little bit more about this connection with the greater project that we are up to globally. Okay. So again, I want to thank you all for being here on a Saturday morning, for devoting your time to joining us. And as we all know, we are living in times of dynamic change and great healing potential around our beautiful earth. And so we are joining today with the 1,000 Goddess Gathering Global Grid, say that 5 times fast, which is an annual call to action to elevate the luminous love energetics of our planet and to bring forth a great healing for all of life. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the background of this, and this year what we are doing with the Heart Math Institute, which is why we're connecting deeply with the heart. So Gaia Mystic Mare Cromwell of the Great Mother Love Way first received this call from Mother Gaia to organize this global goddess grid back in 2015. So we're in year 7 now. It's based on a Tibetan prophecy that states when 1,000 goddesses, or Tibetan Taras, as they refer to them there, gather together, the divine feminine will rebirth through their combined energies here on earth, and the tone of the earth will shift from fear to compassion. So that's our overall objective here in participation with ceremonies throughout the world. So through this powerful unified field of individual ceremonies held all over the planet, we manifest significant divine feminine healing energies to support all beings and help the birth of our new earth. So the spiritual invitation in 2023 is for us to be significant nodes of divine feminine presence, grounded into Mother Gaia's womb heart and calling on Grandmother Spider for support. To weave the web of our ceremonial energies into this oneness grid at this now moment. And this year, the Heart Math Institute, which some of you may be familiar with this, they study the coherence of the heart and the coherence when we come into coherence with the heart, which is truly our first brain. That's a deep rabbit hole. I don't want to go down it now, but you can look up the Heart Math Institute. They have chosen to partner with us in order to measure our collective heart coherence, or the energetic shift that we create, in other words, that is expected to result from these ceremonies around the world. So if any of you have worked with someone like Dr. Joe Dispenza, for example, done any of his retreats, you know that they work with the heart math as well, and the heart coherence and the frequencies that go up after loving meditations are profound. And that's just a group of, 300 to 500 people. This is now planet-wide. So this is an amazing opportunity to really scientifically document the planetary-wide healing frequencies of our unified fields that we are offering. So again, from that place of understanding the greater impact and potential and implications of what we are doing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining in this gathering. Okay, dear Corey, over to you, sister.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Since we are calling Grandmother Spider to support the waving of our powerful ceremonial energies, I'd like to invite everyone to pray with me to honor the nations and past elders who are deeply connected with Grandmother Spider and her teachings. If you were able to bring a candle to the gathering, please take your candle, and this is the time to light it up as a way to welcome our spirit guides and ancestors, and we'll say a prayer together. So we're all lighting up our candles. And I'm going to hold mine. And if you can hold yours right on your hand as we say our prayer. With one hand on our hearts, with love in our hearts, we welcome in this sacred circle divine spirit, beloved Pachamama, and all of our spirit guides, ancestors, and the souls of our brothers and sisters from many ancient cultures, including the Hopi, the Pueblo, Navajo, Apache, Obihwa, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Cherokee, and the Mayan people, and their elders, past, present, and future, offering gratitude and recognition for having received the teachings of Grandmother Spider and bringing them to the world. We pray and we pay our respects to them, offering gratitude. Let us honor the native people who keep their sacred traditions and cultures alive. We seek to learn from their wisdom. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Grandmother Spider. She is known by the ancient ones as a divine feminine being who waves the web of the interconnection of all of life. Many also call her the midwife of creation, who assists in birthing worlds and civilizations. She is a divine creator. According to the Hopi creation story, Grandmother Spider emerged from the underworld, and together with the sun god Tawa, they created the earth between the underworld and the sky. Grandmother Spider molded animals and then people from clay, and together with Tawa brought them to life. Grandmother Spider taught the first humans how to live in harmony with nature, and she continues to watch over and protect us to this day. Her web holds the teaching of the delicate balance that exists between the many beings of nature, and how important it is that we maintain that balance so that we all thrive together. Grandmother Spider's ability to weave and to create something from one's own body, the silk she makes, teaches us that we also have the ability to create our own reality as individuals, as in a collective as well, from the depth of our hearts. And we know this at a visceral level. That's why we have come together today to receive the support and guidance of Grandmother Spider. We are ready to co-create with thousands of people around the world an energy grid of divine feminine high frequency that brings healing to the people of the world and raises the vibration to the one of divine light. It's time to bring our sacred gifts and place them on the altar of love in service to humanity. Speaking of which, I want to show you the altar I made in honor of Grandmother Spider and all of our spirit guides who are present with us today in support of our Prayers for Humanity gathering and our collaboration with the Thousand Goddesses Sacred Gathering we're part of on this very special day. This is a very simple altar, but with so much love that I want to share with you. This is the image of Grandmother Spider that I was able to create as a collage. And what you see right in front in that cup is white corn, which is something that Grandmother Spider loves and our ancestors have used as a way to honor her as an offering. So that white corn powder will go to the earth, to Grandmother Spider later on. And of course, the candle that we light up for her. I want to invite you to go on a sacred soul journey with all of us and Grandmother Spider to send high frequency energy from our hearts to humanity with her loving support. Take a deep breath. As you close your eyes, if that feels good, to go within more easily. You can exhale through the nose as well. Take another deep breath, in and out through the nose. One more time. Take a relaxing deep breath, in through the nose and out through the nose. And with the eye of the mind, we allow our souls to travel to a beautiful green forest in a peaceful place. And at the same time, the forest is full of life. A white butterfly flies around you. And then she flies away in the direction of an ancient juniper tree. Under the juniper tree's graceful ascending branches, there is an elderly woman sitting with a white thread on her lap and a large web she's making on her hands. You are in the presence of Grandmother Spider. Her hands are busy, masterfully creating her spider web made out of love energy. As you approach her, the wind brings to you her voice, whispering playfully to herself. Sleep stitch in chain one space, love the world into being. Chain 3 + 20. I shift the energy with many, and so on and so forth as she creates her web. Grandmother is absolutely devoted to her work. She moves her fingers quickly as she finishes her magical web of love. She is pleased with her work and smiles as she looks at her web. It's complete. Then she slowly stops looking at her web to look at you. Her gaze is sweet and heartwarming. With a hand gesture, she invites you to sit beside her under the ancient tree, and so you do with love and gratitude in your heart. Grandmother holds her web with her hands and says to you, "Today is a special day. I want you to see it. Place your hands up above my web of love. Let your mind, heart, and soul tap into the beauty of the earth. My web will help you connect with the earth. You can see it with the eyes of the soul. Feel the presence of your sisters around the world joining you, soul to soul, heart to heart, connected to each other in divine light and connected to the heart of Mother Earth. Today we're weaving your ceremonies together with me. Raise your energy frequency, beloved child. Feel it. Yes, you can do it. Welcome happiness into your heart at this very moment. For you are blessed and you are a blessing to this world. Yes, you can do it. Access the source of your power, the eternal, infinite, unconditional love that lives within you. Yes, you can do it. You are a powerful being of divine origin, a weaver of a beautiful reality for yourself and the children of the earth. Let's wave together then. Take the energy of happiness and take the energy of eternal, infinite, unconditional love. Let them flow through you freely to Mother Earth. Share these healing, uplifting energies with the earth, with your brothers and sisters, she says. Let both combined energies flow, happiness and love, from your radiant heart down to your hands suspended above Grandmother Spider's web, and send these transformative energies, happiness and love, from the palms of your hands to the web of Grandmother Spider. Grandmother Spider's web is a powerful connector of our collective light energies and a transmitter of these energies to every corner of the world. Radiant energy shines on Grandmother's web as you and thousands of souls are sending love, happiness, and all kinds of expressions of the divine feminine light, fostering healing and new life for Mother Earth and her children with the help of Grandmother Spider. Let's keep on sending blessings of happiness and love to the world. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done. Grandmother Spider smiles at you. She is celebrating with you what you both have accomplished together, with the collective of sisters and brothers coming together to raise the frequency of the world with the divine feminine light. Grandmother puts her web aside on the rugged trunk of the juniper tree and says, "Thank you for all you do. Keep on walking in the light and sharing it with the world." Grandmother stands up and shows you with her hand the path back to the room where you are. Bring your consciousness back to your body. Pay attention to your breathing. Take 3 deep breaths through your nose, in and out, in and out, in and out. Slowly move your fingers and toes. You can move your body very slowly and open up your eyes when you feel ready. We have sent the energies of happiness and love to the world. And now we're going to make a connection with our heart and soul to send personal blessings to the world as we feel inspired to. So remaining in this energy that we have co-created during this soul journey with Grandmother, we are keeping that frequency high. And with that energy and that beautiful soul and heart connection you made, it's time. We're going to find once again that Grandmother Spider's web is a wonderful transmitter for our blessings to go far and wide. Okay, so are you ready? Here is what we're going to do. We are going to take a piece of paper. So if you have it there close to you, it's time to grab that piece of paper and draw Grandmother Spider's web. This web carries the energy of oneness with our brothers and sisters of the earth. And I want to share with you a picture of a web because I believe that will help inspire you and give you a little bit of guidance as to how to draw this web with your color pencils or markers. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there it is. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to do this with you as well, is we're going to take the piece of paper and draw a spider web as big as you can on that piece of paper. Make sure there is nothing on the other side of the paper because we're going to later on, after we conclude the ceremony here, we're going to each one take this piece of paper with the drawing to the earth to give it to Grandmother Spider. So first we draw the spider web as big as we can, and then we are going to write down words or phrases, the blessings that we want to send to the world. And you can do that freely, feeling in your heart what it is that you want to send to the world personally. So let's start. How are we doing? Do we still need a minute? Maybe some people still need a little bit of time. So we're going to wait for just a few more seconds. All right. So I think we had enough time. Hopefully everyone is done with their drawing. All right. I'd love for people to be able to share. So please raise your hand if you would like to show us the drawing or to speak about the experience of the soul journey, and also sending your personal blessings by using the drawing and tuning into Grandmother Spider and her web. Cheryl, yes, please, you can unmute yourself first. Yes, you can click on the microphone icon in Zoom. If you are on your computer, it might be below on the left-hand corner on the lower side. Or maybe I can unmute you. Just let me see if I can do that. I can ask you to unmute yourself. Let's see if that works.
No, doesn't look like she's unmuted, although you unmuted you muted yourself, Corey.
Yes, I did, but okay, let's try. We'll start with somebody else then, while Sherry checks it out. How about Luna Marie? You have your hand up. Would you please unmute yourself?
Yes, I can share, although my art is terrible compared to these beautiful webs, but I'm more of a word person. So first I want to share right away where I live in the forest, we have these great, incredible alligator junipers. And there are two in particular that are grandmothers to me, and I visit with them. And both of them they branch off like this with big, so there's a big trunk and then they branch with two big branches. And there's a hole right where if I lay on them and put my arms, my womb space matches right up to them. So I chose one of them, and that was where I met Grandmother Spider, and it just felt so good. I was like, yeah, this afternoon I'm going to go out there, and that's exactly where I'm going to offer this. So here's my not so pretty web, but there's a lot of words on it, as you can see. I put words all around it, and then on the inside, and a heart in the middle, and love, love, love. The orange marker doesn't show as much, but love here. And, for me, as I wrote these, I really feel and know that we are in a great awakening, and I'm not looking to the world as it was to try and resolve the problems. This is really the energy we're creating, is the energy, that idea that you can't solve problems with the same level of consciousness that created the problem. This is the energy here and in all of ours of that new consciousness that will shift things so radically that we don't need to worry about, or worry might not be exact word, keep resonating with the amount of conflict. So it's really was this open-hearted offering. So yeah, that's me. Thank you.
Beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, Dawn. I just love the resonance with the juniper tree. It's amazing. Well, I felt the guidance to include the specific juniper tree because I have a little tiny bonsai juniper tree that I can see through the window from the kitchen. And lately I have seen many, many spider webs on that little bonsai tree. So it came naturally that way. I just love how this is resonating. We have somebody else raising her hand. Fairy Godmother, do you want to speak? Do you want to share with us? Please unmute yourself.
Hi, yes. I wanted to share my web, and something that came in a meditation that really resonates, kind of what Dawn was saying, and the process that it took for me to create this. I'm more logical minded, and so thank you for your picture on how to create a web. And what I noticed was, for me, I had to draw the outline to get kind of the shape, and then I was trying to figure out like the lines, and then it showed me, I just prayed and asked, what do I do? And they started with this circle that's kind of in the web too. And then everything really came from the center, and it really lined up with your meditation in that it comes from within. And so for me, the words effortlessly flowed into the spaces that, right, that's what the web is trying to capture, is the words. But then when Dawn was speaking, this is actually what came to me in a meditation recently, was this circular pathway, which we see again in the web to start, right, is kind of the lesson. You go around and around and around to learn the lesson. But when we stay in that path, it gets concentric and it gets tight and it squeezes and it's pressurized. Once you learn the lesson, that's when you start to flow and kind of go in that infinity pattern, or that flowing from the center of the lesson out to the web. And that's the way path. So,
oh boy, wow.
Brilliant.
Well, you just channeled a wisdom transmission. That's what you did. It's not, yes.
It came to me about a month ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad
Thank you
that
for
you
giving
are
me space
here.
to share.
Oh, no, thank you for sharing. I think it was so meant to be. The messages were for you, but it also was for all of us and all of the sisters, the people that will be watching the recording later on. This is a powerful transmission. Thank you for that.
And we have a message from Luna. I'll read this. It's beautiful. I was asked once, if you could give all of humanity one experience, what would it be? It took me days to really whittle down the answer, but for me, it's connection. So this beautiful grandmother spider experience has helped me to bring the question from answer to tangible and onto energetic, intentional release for humanity. Thank you. And thank you, Luna.
Yes, celebrating that as well. So, well, after our gathering, as I was telling you, we're going to take our beautiful drawing of the grandmother spider web with all of our blessings for humanity. And we're going to take it to a backyard or to the park close to your home, any patch of land with plants will do. And let your heart guide you to the spot in nature where you will take your drawing of the spider web with blessings. And just take it to Mother Earth, make a hole in the ground, and you're going to fold this really, really tiny, like a tiny little square, and you're going to give it to Grandmother Spider with a little bit of sugar. It can be coconut or monk fruit sugar, any kind of, sweet, really. Because the spirits of nature and Pachamama love little tiny bits of sweetness. They love that kind of offering that goes with something sweet. Yeah, so just do a simple prayer from the heart when you do this, with gratitude to Grandmother Spider and Pachamama for their love for humanity. And this is how your divine feminine blessings will be anchored into the center of the heart of Pachamama. If you cannot do this today just yet, put your drawing on the altar that you have at home for now, or somewhere close to your candle, to just keep it in a sacred place like this until you can take it to Pachamama as soon as you can. And so with that, we are ready to close Sacred Circle. I want to invite Dawn to guide us on a closing prayer. And before we do that, would you please share with us when we will gather again for our next Prayers for Humanity, if you already know?
Yes, thank you. Oh, again, I want to thank you all for being here. We have really, I can feel super excited about what we are co-creating as a planetary family in service right now. So our next Prayers for Humanity will be on Thursday, November 16th at 12:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern, 8:30 p.m. UK time. And our theme will be sovereignty. And I am hoping by then I should be able to have some information about what the Heart Math Institute has to say about what we have created and accomplished today. So when I get that information, I'll share it either in the email invite or when we're on the call. When I get that, I'll weave it in to that. So again, Thursday, November 16th, 12:30 p.m. Pacific, 3:30 Eastern, 8:30 UK time. And our theme, again, will be sovereignty. And that has just come to me as a download. I don't yet have the details on that, but, that's usually how it works for me. So, okay. So with that, let us again gather our energies together. First, let us offer thanks to Pachamama, to Mother Earth, to Gaia, for the call for us to awaken. And then to Mare Cromwell, who received that call and has brought forward year on year a global gathering to support humanity and to support Earth. And then let us, of course, thank Grandmother Spider for guiding us today and throughout the generations and the ancestors. And I want to thank Koryanka as well for guiding us through this transmission, through this gathering. And take a moment to thank yourselves for showing up on the planet at this time to be in sacred service. Because we know this is not an easy time. Perhaps there hasn't been for a few thousand years or more, an easy time on the planet. This one is particularly interesting and at times challenging. So thank yourself for showing up again and again to be a loving force in a challenging time. And then let us take a moment to thank our ancestors, our personal lineage, mother and father's side, back through all the generations, thanking for all that they did to allow us to be here now. And another gratitude for all of the indigenous peoples who have worked with Grandmother Spider. Many tears came when Koryanka honored them earlier, and I don't remember them all, but just living on the Western lands where the Apache have lived, and the Hopi and the Navajo nearby, and the Zuni and many others. Just the Cheyenne, the many, many, many peoples of the Americas who have kept the ways, who have gone through so much, who have brought forward to us the wisdom of Grandmother Spider. We thank you and we honor you. And we stand here as those who choose to bring the love and the honor and the respect back to this planet. And we thank our guides, angels, master teachers in the non-physical, all the beings of light, the elementals who have joined us for this. And we thank our sisters and brothers all around the planet who are in ceremony with us to raise the collective frequency and bring the coherence of love to this planetary realm. We send out a wave of love with each breath, knowing that it is possible, probable, and certain that our love can transform everything into the light of divine peace, safety, presence, grace, loving kindness, compassion, mercy, safety, and health for all life. And so we thank you, thank you, thank you. On every level, may you walk in the peace and the beauty of the divine in your heart, alive, awake, and present with your every step and your every breath. So be it, and so it is. Blessed be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so we are complete for today.
Thank you all for attending this beautiful Prayers for Humanity. And thank you for also continuing with this sacred work. We're always united in this effort to bring more light to this world that needs it so much.
Thank you. And so we are complete. And so we welcome you. Actually, I'm going to let me stop the recording.